There's this really strange puzzle happening in the pharmaceutical industry. Every single year, you have thousands of super bright students graduating with pharma degrees. But at the same time, companies are constantly saying they can't find enough skilled people. So, how can we have a flood of graduates and a drought of qualified candidates all at once?
It's a pretty frustrating situation, right? Especially for students who've poured years of their life and a lot of money into their education, only to find that the career they dreamed of is, well, harder to get into than they thought. So in this explainer, we're going to break down exactly why this is happening.
All right, so first up, let's talk about what we're calling the graduate's paradox. We're going to take a much closer look at this huge disconnect between what's taught in school and what's needed for a job in the pharma world.
I mean, that's the big question, isn't it? You've got an industry that's hungry for new talent and innovation, and you've got this pipeline of educated, eager minds ready to go. So, what's getting lost in translation between the classroom and the company?
Well, the answer really boils down to a simple but pretty powerful idea. Graduates are often book smart, but they're not necessarily job ready. Let's dive into what that actually means. And here it is. This is the fundamental mismatch. Universities are fantastic at teaching theory, the deep, foundational scientific principles. But companies, they operate in the real world, the world of application. They need people who can actually do things on day one, not just people who know about them. So you can see the divide right here. On one side, you have the academic world, which is all about building that crucial foundation of knowledge through theory. But on the other side, you have the industry, demanding practical, hands-on skills that they can use right away. And there's this huge gap sitting right in the middle. So what do we even mean when we say practical skills? It's not some vague concept. We're talking about real, tangible experience. Like, can you confidently walk up to an HPLC machine and operate it? Do you understand the maze of FDA regulations for getting a drug approved? And have you ever worked on a real collaborative project with deadlines and team members, not just a problem from a textbook? And this is the bottom line. A student can ace every single exam, graduate at the top of their class with an amazing understanding of pharmacology, but if they've never actually been inside a regulated lab or had to work on a team project under real pressure, they're starting out at a disadvantage. They've got the knowledge for sure, but not the application. Okay, so we've laid out the problem pretty clearly. But, and this is the important part, it's not some impossible situation. Actually, the path to fixing it is more straightforward than you might think. Let's talk about how we can build a bridge over this skills gap. The solution can pretty much be boiled down to a simple little equation. Success isn't about just one thing. It's about the powerful combo of real-world experience, which you get from internships, plus targeted skill development. That's the formula that really unlocks jobs. And this is how we make that formula a reality. It's basically a three-part attack, making internships a core part of the curriculum, creating direct partnerships between universities and companies, and offering specific training that targets those skills that are in super high demand. Let's just break that down really quick. So step one, internships become a must-have, not just a nice-to-have, giving every student that critical resume-building experience. Step two, colleges and companies start talking to each other, working together to make sure what's being taught is actually what's needed today, not 5 years ago. And third, students get focused, hands-on training that makes them genuinely job-ready the day they graduate. So we've outlined the problem and a pretty clear solution. But of course, this is a complicated issue, and the conversation definitely doesn't stop here. And that brings us to our final question, which is for you. What's your take? Where does the responsibility really fall? Should universities totally revamp how they teach? Should companies be investing way more in training new people from scratch? Or is it really up to the students to go out and find these skills on their own? How do we make this work for everyone? We really want to hear what you think about all this. Drop your ideas, your experiences, your opinions in the comments section below. Let's keep this important conversation going. Thanks so much for tuning in.